Hello everybody, Paula here. Welcome back to my kitchen. Guess what? We're making chocolate pudding. I love pudding. I don't know anyone who doesn't like pudding. I guess they exist out there somewhere, but I have yet to meet a single person. For my birthday, it's chocolate pudding cake, which is layers of graham crackers and pudding. We're big pudding fans in this family. I was watching Noreen's kitchen. If you're not familiar with her, I'll put a link in the description box. Noreen has just fantastic recipes. And this is a video response to her chocolate pudding. That's all I needed. I said I have to make some. So we're going to put the ingredients together and we'll get started. Be right back. Okay, so what you need is cocoa powder, half a cup, and I've already put it in my pot. Half a cup of cornstarch, a full cup of granulated sugar, which is in my pot, and a half a teaspoon of salt, which is also in my pot. And you just want to get those combined. Those are the dry ingredients. In the meantime, I have my rosemary lemon chicken soup cooking, and my kitchen smells amazing. So you want to get it mixed nicely. Good. You're going to need heavy cream, 2.5 cups of that, and milk, 2.5 cups of that. I'm just using 2%, that's what I have in my kitchen. I will put a card up to Noreen's video. You really need to give her a follow. She has the coolest retro recipes. Her whole channel is like a retro dream. You also are going to have 4 tablespoons of butter and a tablespoon of vanilla. That doesn't go in till all the way at the end. Anyway, 2.5 of milk, and you add it to the pudding. To get it combined, you want you don't want it to be all lumpy and yucky. You want to get it combined nicely before you put it on the flame. So you just get that going. Well, I did that wrong. It was supposed to be the half a cup. I added the whole 2.5 cups, but that's all right. You're supposed to add a half a cup to get the chocolate pudding to be a paste, but no worries. You're looking to make sure there is no pockets of dry ingredients, which there aren't. So don't do what I did. Add the half a cup first and get a nice thick paste. Now you'll do 2.5 of the heavy cream. making pudding, babe.
I was assuming you were that you were filming, so I didn't thought.
I am filming. Okay. And now we'll get this on the stove and I'll move you over and you can see the rest of it. Alrighty, we're back. It's whisked together smooth. For the record, I have my trivet there because I don't want to burn it. Burnt pudding is not any fun. And you're cooking it medium high. And as with all puddings, you're just going to stir constantly. I'm using my trusty spatula from Amazon that I love. And you know the pudding drill. You stir it until it's boiling. This is the boring part of pudding, is getting it up to temperature and the thickening. Noreen puts hers in a bowl and covers it with plastic wrap. I'm going to do that, but I think I'm going to have to hold back one serving because I like pudding skin. I'm like that Seinfeld episode where George just did pudding skins on the wax paper. That's one of my most favorite parts of the pudding. So we got this. And of course, because the milk and the cream were freezing, condensation is forming on the outside of the pot and sizzling. I don't want to bore you, so you're getting the idea here. As we make progress, we will come back. We're stirring and a stirring. You could see it gets a little darker as it cooks, and it's starting to, when you scrape at the bottom, it's starting to get a little thicker. To be honest, this is the crummiest part of pudding making. And I don't care if you're making it from a box or from scratch like this. It's the stirring and waiting for it to boil. You see how it's starting to form on the bottom of the spatula? So it's getting there. It is starting to approach boiling temperature. Now I'm going to be honest, when I have pudding, while fresh whipped cream is so delicious, I like the whipped cream that you spray from a can. Oh, look, see? Where'd that chunk go? They're starting to form. It's looking good. Tonight's going to be some good dessert. We've been having some crazy weather, but not just us here in Southern California. I have seen some homesteaders in Ohio and Michigan who have planted and then have gotten snow. The sun is out now, but earlier today it was cloudy and on the cool side, low 60s. This is the to and fro between winter and spring, with winter saying, I'm not ready to go, and spring saying, well, I might let you stay a few more days. I'll be honest, I don't mind it, because in the blink of an eye, we will go from 65, 70 to 100. And so I don't mind the battling back and forth between spring and winter. But I do feel sad for those homesteaders who planted and farmers who their apple blossoms, that's just crazy stuff. Oh yes, here we go. Look at that, guys. We are achieving pudding success. Boy, I love this spatula. I'm able to get right down in there. And you could see the viscosity of it changes. Oh, word of the day, viscosity. Because it's thickening up. Yes indeed. You can see by how it's behaving when you stir it. It's thickening. Almost there. Alrighty, as soon as we achieve boiling, I'll turn back on. See that? That's pudding. Waiting for those bubbles, but it is officially thick. Ah, there you go. Lava. Alrighty. Beautiful. Alright, we're going to pour this into its bowl and cover it with wrap. Let me carry you over. And a retro recipe calls for a retro bowl. Let me get the hot pad because before anything else you need to add the butter and your vanilla. Once again, I'm going to cut my butter into pieces so that it melts faster. Though this is like molten, so it should melt rather quickly. Let's get that in, and then we will get in the vanilla. Noreen has the changes. If you want vanilla pudding, increase the vanilla, obviously remove the cocoa. For butterscotch, 1 tablespoon of vanilla. That's my last bottle of vanilla. I have to order some vanilla beans because I'm going to start making my vanilla. So I really should get on the stick and order them now so that it can start macerating. Look at that, another big word, macerate. And get a real good flavor. I think I'm going to try both. I'm going to try the bourbon and the vodka. I kind of am tending to lean towards the bourbon. I just love the taste of bourbon, like in my sweet potatoes. So I shall decide. Holy macaroni, this smells, oh my gosh. This smells like a slice of heaven, folks. I know it sounds crazy, but I really am a pudding nut. So It smells really good. Okay, here's my bowl. I'm hoping that you're gonna, oh my, that's heavy. And it goes, I know I was gonna hold back some so I get skin, but I'm not gonna. I'm just gonna let it all stay in here with the plastic wrap on it. I can enjoy it without skin. I'm a big girl. Sometimes. Alright. But not big enough to not leave just a little bit to keep myself from the pot. Look at that. That is beautiful. Man, it is on fire for sure. Look at that, my friends. What a beautiful bowl of pudding. Let me get the piece of plastic wrap. I actually do this with custards, so it's not a foreign thought to me to have to keep skin from forming. And I'm not going to put it in the fridge yet because this thing is piping. I'm going to give it about 10 minutes and then I'll put it in the fridge. And when we're ready to serve it, I will bring you back and show you just how lovely it is. Okay, friends, be back for you in a minute. So, here we have the yummy pudding, and I can tell you it is delicious, and it's even better with whipped cream. Divine, simply divine. You must make yourself homemade chocolate pudding. It is a keeper. Thanks for watching. Come back and visit again. I'll be doing a lot more fun recipes. Bye-bye now.